Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Until about, I don't know, a week or so, maybe a week and a half, NATO was not so, blatant, coming forward and saying, we do this, we're gonna do that. Hey, we should do this, we should do that. I wonder why. It's like they come out now. And as I mentioned in a previous video, NATO and United States just took their masks off and say, well, we are in this and we talk to you, Russia. Because Russia said, we don't want to talk to Zelensky. Zelensky is nobody. He's a nobody over there. You guys are in control. So we just waste our time if we talk to Zelensky. It's you. So we know it's United States. NATO is just another mask, and Ukraine another mask, and so on. So in this case, NATO shows up and starts making statements regarding the war. Before it was not really like that. It was, hey, you guys stop. No, now they really come and call the shots right in the open. And what am I talking about? I have an article here from Ukrinform, and this article came today, the 12th of October 2022, and this is the title. Ukraine urgently needs more air defense weapons, Stoltenberg said. So what does that mean? That means, hey, idiots, gotta supply that guy. NATO. So now it's under the umbrella of a commander, a chief, a director, how you want to call this, Stoltenberg, in charge, which he's not. He's just an organizer. He's doing what he's told by United States, and he's the speaker. That's all. That's what Stoltenberg does not make decisions. Okay? He's over there just as a symbol. He's like the, when you have a lot of railways coming into the same spot, like a knot. He's the knot. So from there, he disperses further. That's what he is. He's not the main guy. So we know who the main guy is here, and it's not Biden either. Okay, Biden again is a guy who's the voice of interest behind him. So let's see what this guy, not what, because we already know what he said. Let's see how he's gonna, wrap it, in what kind of wrapping. The main priority in the supply of weapons to Ukraine from NATO allies should be the supply of air defense. Since when NATO comes and says we are allies and we're going to supply that as an entity? You see, now it's a switch between countries of the world. We support France, supports Great Britain, Poland. Now it's not. Now it's NATO. Everything switched to the not. We as an organization. So it's clear. It's been clear for whomever paid attention for a lot of years. Who's who and what's what. So the main priority in the supply of weapons to Ukraine from NATO allies should be the supply of air defense equipment and systems of various types and purposes to protect the cities and territories of Ukraine, its critical infrastructure from terrible and barbaric attacks by Russia. Now, I have some questions, Mr. Stoltenberg. Okay, first, when you say various types and purposes to protect the cities, what do you mean? They're only defensive now? Because in a week, that's gonna turn offensive. You know that. This is just a little talk, even though you're kind of in the middle of the mountain slope. You're kind of in the middle. At the end you're going to say attack, helicopters, airplanes and tanks. You'll see. Now that's one, and then another one. To protect Ukraine infrastructure from terrible and barbaric attacks by Russia. Hey, Stoltenberg, I haven't heard you squeaking like a mouse that you are about the Kerch bridge, about the the Crimean bridge. I haven't heard it. Was that barbaric? Say it. Before you say this bullshit here, I want you to say that. If you say that, then you will gain some credibility from some like us, you and I. Stoltenberg is here, okay? So you, my friend. So I would not his statements are here and here. You have to prove that you are the good guy. And if you can't condemn that attack on the critical infrastructure of another country, however you want to call it, Crimea, Russia, whatever you want to call that, that was not a military target. Because if that's a military target, then air is a military target. Because air supplies combatants with oxygen. So there you have it. And then you can say, oh my God, the civilians are also targets. Why? Because they work and they build stuff for the army to attack. So they are participants. I mean, like this, you can go that a tree that a combatant hides behind, it's a combatant. It must be blown up. And like this, you can go with a house. No, I mean the houses people who work, pay taxes for the army to kill the other one. So therefore the houses are military targets. I mean, really? You want to go like that? I don't think you want, because you're a weasel. So we go here. So barbaric attacks. As barbaric they are as a result, as a response to another barbaric that they were cautioned. They said, do not attack, destroy that bridge. Didn't they say that? Didn't they? They said it, and they did it. What do you want me to do? I say I'm a Russian. Well, okay, now I said it, and I'm just sitting here and saying, okay, I'm going to go home and play chess now. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said in Brussels on Wednesday, ahead of a two-day meeting of defense ministries of the NATO countries, according to a Ukraine Forum correspondent. And I'm quoting, today we will meet with the Ukrainian defense minister, Oleksiy Reznikov, one of the four Zhmihals, Moses. And the message from the NATO allies will be that we are steadfast in our support to Ukraine, that we are prepared for the long haul, and that we will support them for as long as it takes. We know that. We know that. Don't repeat it. We know it. We've known it for some time already. There will be a meeting with Minister Reznikov in the US-led contact group. Of course it's led, because NATO is United States. You guys are over there just making company. And United States is like a chess table, right? Board. And I'm United States. Now I'm moving this. And now I'm moving this. And my color, my pieces on the table, on the chess board, those are NATO. But we are an alliance. But I am the guy who moves every little one. And we are all together in this. Yeah, we are. But you are at my command. And I can, sacrifice you for that. And then I attack here, sacrifice you. I put you right here and wait for you to be taken. And after you're taken, I'm going to take that guy. That's how you do it. So yeah, Reznikov, weasel. Where we will address how to ramp up support for Ukraine. Yeah, how are you going to ramp it up? Give them everything. What do you think you're fooling us? You fool the tards that, they don't know better. Let's put it this way. The top priority will be more air defense for Ukraine. Yeah, this is right here. Like the third step. You got until 7th step. The 7th step would be airplanes, going to be, as I said before. So, all right. So, it says here, allies have provided air defense, but we need even more. We need different types of air defense, short-range, long-range air defense systems to take ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, drones, different systems for different tasks. And then, of course, Ukraine is a big country, many cities. So we need to scale up to be able to help Ukraine defend even more cities and more territory against the horrific Russian attacks against their civilian population, Stoltenberg said. Yeah, you give them that, Stoltenberg. You give them that. You already do. You're just preparing the tards to accept your BS. Because if you come and say we're going to give them this and we're going to go in there, even the tards will be like, what? But as I always say, before you get an injection, remember, the nurse comes and taps a little bit so your muscle gets ready for that, relaxed, so you don't break the needle, or you know what I mean? Or it hurts. So you just like, bing. The same with this guy. Right now they're massaging you. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Ow! Too late. Gotcha. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.